Hi, ladies and gentlemen. This is Eddie Marcus, spokesman and advocate of basic human rights for all people. Right now, I'm again in Chicago, that wonderful city that I've been talking about, that I'm sure many of you would agree. I just decided I'd come down Rush Street, see some scenes, remind those who are kind of old just the way it was and how it still is. Because this is magnificent. When you see the architectural structure here in Chicago, I'm sure it would champion that of any location, anywhere in the world. And here it is in Chicago. I just wanted you to see these couple of pictures. But the reason that I want you to see these pictures is because there's a way of living life that each of us as people aspire. Do you realize, ladies and gentlemen, that every human being on the face of the earth wants to live their dreams? They want their dreams to come true. They want to be able to see, to do, and feel the way they want to. They want their needs, their wants, and their desires met. They want to live in peace and be prosperous and free and joyous and happy, knowing that those dreams will come true. And in their pursuit of that, ladies and gentlemen, they have different goals, they got different views, they got different things they want to try. And this is the thing that makes it so complicated, because we come up in different, we're like vines. We come up from one root, but we spread all over the place when we come to the ideas of what would be the thing that work for us. And what will work for us usually won't work for the next people, because that's the way it's designed. It is designed about me. And me, as I've designed myself, we would say, is to benefit me at the expense of whomever else there might be. And so I'm saying to you, ladies and gentlemen, we come up with the idea that in order to be successful in things like this, our number one concern must be the center of all of our dreams, to live and to do the things I want to say. You can't eat, you can't sleep, you can't have a place to live, you can't go to school, you can't be educated. None of these things can happen unless you got what? What the human race have designed as money. So if you want to receive and desire and live any of these dreams, you got to have money. Now, there's a problem with that, ladies and gentlemen. I argue with that. That's a lie. Because that's spoken as one that does not know the truth. Or this is their truth. They call it an alternative truth. It's really not an alternative truth. What it really is a lie. But people don't know the difference, and so they hear them both, and they choose what seems to work for them. And what usually seems to work for them is that which happens the fastest, that which is over and done. So they'll go that way. They'll say, this is what we'll do. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to look at it. Look at it for what it is. When these things happen, they got other repercussions. You find people that are broke. You find people that are homeless. You find people that are uneducated. They don't have access to the proper health care that they would need to make them strong in life. And so they are just what we call victims of life. They're lying in the ghettos, and they're hanging around hoping that one day some magical God will come and redeem them. And yet we spend a whole lifetime, and that has never happened. So you ask yourselves, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? Well, I say, change the story. Your story fails from its inception. You can write this story down on paper, and it fails at every corner. But if you decided to change that story, to rewrite that story, and write that story to accomplish the things that you desire to accomplish, and you will have no fear. So what am I talking about? I'm talking about every last one of you wanting to be what? Have your dreams real. Every last one of you want to live. So let that be your goal. Let that be not just your goal. Start out like that. And how do you do that? By engaging the truth. If you engage the truth, you recognize that everything, even these buildings we're looking at, even the people here, everything is a product of a power bigger than us. A power that's magnificent. A power that we call God. What we really mean is a power that we can't see, we can't touch, we can't feel, but the evidence is always there with us. And so we call that God. And we keep waiting for that to come, but we don't understand that is wrapped up in all of us. That little power in me, that little power in you, that power that is in us is the manifestation, when we use it, of the Almighty God. And so, right now, there's the confusion going on that we're going to resolve. We're going to tell you how the design is made. The design is made that, having respected that all things belong to a power bigger than us, let me find a different location, because that might be a demon trying to keep you from hearing. All right? So we're going to look at it like that. Now look at some different buildings. Okay, now this building here says that in order for you to have your dreams, you either got to make sure that everybody got all the money they need to do everything they want to do, or you got to come up with something else to make sure that they can do that. And that's what we're talking about doing here, ladies and gentlemen, doing just that. When we see these higher heights, we can climb them. Look at it. How do you think they got up there? Somebody dreamed, and other people came together and worked together, and this is their finished product. So we look at society the same way. We want this dream manifest for everybody. So we think about it like that. Each of us got something that we love doing. And as we recognize that the things that we love doing are all engaged in the process of doing all that we do that made the world what it is, and it will do all that we desire it to do to make the world the way we want it to be. My. Ain't that something? We the people got all the power that's needed to change the world. Now it's our time to do whatever it is that we're going to do, if we're going to do anything. So what we do, we allow everybody to get an opportunity, engage themselves in a career of their own choosing, a career that gives them their greatest joy, that allows them to hardly have problems, just can't so excited about doing it. My friends, everybody doing their thing, if it's keeping the house clean, or if it's just raising the children, or if we're eroding mountains, whatever it is that we're doing, it's all wrapped up in heaven. And that, my friends, everybody can get enough of. It doesn't require any paper. It just requires a commitment. And all of the resources that are available to one are available to anybody that needs one or desires. Now I'm going to put on pause, but now, ladies and gentlemen, do blues. I'm going to scare me there a little bit. Let's see.